good afternoon. It's terrible lighting right now, but it is like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, almost 4 o'clock in Southern California, which that's peak sunlight. And so through my natural lighting that I love to use, which is my window in my bedroom, it's terrible lighting. But I had to film this intro for y'all. I did this look for a Thanksgiving kind of like glam look. I do want to do a more natural Thanksgiving look too. I used the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Divine Neutrals palette. Oh, sorry if that blinded you guys, but I love this palette. It's full of warm neutrals and just a go-to for a good warm smoky eye. I feel like this is just like the bread and the butter of a fall Thanksgiving look, or even going into Christmas. You can wear this look. Actually, scratch that. You can wear this look whenever you want to. Alright, so I don't keep going on and rambling like I do in all of my intros. I am just gonna hop right into the
Alright, hey guys, future me recording this voiceover. So I already did my normal brow routine with the e.l.f. Precisely brow pencil and then the NYX brow snatch pen with the Gimme Brow as well. So I'm just going to go in with my normal primers, the e.l.f. Pro Gripping Primer and this Benefit Professional Primer. I'm going to place that mainly in my T-zone just to kind of hide these larger pores that I've got going on. So to give me a glowy base, I am taking this e.l.f. Halo Glow wand. I like to use this on the high points of my face just to start bringing in that glow on my skin, especially with those holiday kind of makeups. You want to be nice and glowy and, you know, kind of flawless that way. And my normal foundation, the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in the shade Mont Blanc. I'm just going to go ahead and take that with my beauty sponge this time and press that into my skin. Let me know if you guys like seeing me do my foundation and my whole face routine in every video, because I know it can get a little bit tedious because I basically do the same thing for my skin in every single makeup tutorial. And for concealer, the Lancome Tint Idol Concealer, my favorite. I say that in every video. Just go ahead and place that in your under eye section, the center of your face, anywhere you want to kind of bring forward and highlight. This isn't a really bright highlighter, but it's enough to brighten everything up. And then to set my under eyes and the center portion of my face, I'm taking this Park Avenue Princess palette from Tarte. I know they don't make it anymore, but I know they have these two highlighting shades in another palette. I'll leave it linked down below in the description, so that way you can get like these same kind of highlighter shades for underneath your eyes. So take that powder, just set it all over the center of your face, and then I am taking my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Powder. This is just in a translucent color. I'm taking that with my powder puff, and I'm going to set all over my face with that powder. This really helps with oil control and making sure your makeup lasts all day, just kind of like their setting spray, but I like it so much better than the setting spray. So for my bronzer, my Hourglass bronzer, of course, to warm up my skin, I'm just going to take that in the outer parts of my face and warm up my skin with this bronzer. And then for my blush, I am taking this Tarte blush in the shade Delight. I got it in a holiday package a couple years ago, and I have barely used it, but it's just this nice pinky rosy kind of shade. So I'll place that on my cheeks and then go in and highlight my face with my favorite highlighter, the Laura Mercier Highlight in 01. And yes, I know, I'm going backwards. I wanted to go in and contour my face with my Park Avenue Princess bronzer. So I'm taking that just on a fluffy brush and going through and contouring my face as well as my nose. then to go through and make sure everything's nice and blended, I'm taking that Too Faced Turn Up the Light palette, that soft focus shade, and I'm going to blend that all over my skin just to make sure everything's nice and blended and it gives that soft focus effect. And now I'm setting my face with the Morphe Prep and Set setting spray, and I couldn't find my fan that day, so I am just waving my face down with my hands, and then I'm gonna take my beauty sponge and press everything in. That way I don't have any like leftover residue sitting on top. It's just nice and set. And then to prime my lids, I'm taking my MAC's Painterly paint pot, my normal. I'm going to take that with a brush and apply it because I do have those long nails on, you can see. I ended up taking those down a little bit for my next set, but just take that brush and push it all into your eyelid and then press it down with your fingertips. The warmth of your fingertips will really melt it in and make sure that way it's not going to crease on you. And then I'm just going to go through with that beauty sponge that I used to set my face with and set my eyelids down with whatever powder is left over. And so the palette that I'm just starting to take today is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe Divine Neutrals palette. This is such a warm tone palette. I love this for holiday looks or warm tone smoky eyes throughout the year. So I'm going to start taking the shades Just Barely and the shade Chic Happens and buff that through my crease as my transition shade. And then with a even smaller fluffy brush, I'm going to take the shade Good Vibes and start building up that outer corner so that way it can get deeper. So basically what I'm doing is I'm taking the lightest dark shade to the deepest dark shade in my outer corner. Excuse the lighting change. I filmed with natural daylight, so I must have had a cloud come over. Alright, so the next shade that I am going to take is going to be Boo Bear with another fluffy brush in the outer corner. And this one I'm going to keep it closer to the lid and less further out. I also added a little bit of Booked into that outer corner with the Boo Bear. I mixed them together. And one thing that I know when I do my face first, that it's not going to stick to my skin, which is really, really nice because I set my face first. So all I got to do is take a brush and sweep off the fallout if there is any fallout. So continuing to blend, this look is very blending heavy, as with any smoky eye, to be honest. And then now I'm going to go in with Booked by itself and place that more onto the lid and bringing it closer to the inner corner. Now going in with the deepest brown cinnamon roll in this palette with a small little pencil brush. I'm going to keep this closer to the lash line and really building out that outer V with that shade. So going through and making sure everything is blended, I'm taking that first shade Just Barely and going at the top of the smoky eye, kind of connecting it to my brow before I put my brow bone highlight on, and making sure everything is nice and blended and there's no harsh lines. And now for my lid color, I'm going to be taking the shade Birthday Suit And placing that on the innermost part of my lid, I did spray my brush down with some Fix Plus to make sure that shade was nice and metallic and was gonna stick to my eyelid. And then to kind of blend where the shade Booked meets it, I am taking the shade Drippin'. It's another shimmer shade, but I wanted to make it from shimmer to matte, basically. And once you have those two shades on your eyelid, go through and make sure that there is no harshness between the matte and the shimmer in your crease, and that way everything is nice and soft and blended. That way it's not a harsh cut crease, because we're not going for that look today. I've really been into that cat eye wing liner, so I'm taking my L'Oreal Paris wing liner and popping on a wing. And then I'm going to take this flat definer brush, I believe it's from Morphe, and I'm going to take the shade Booked and place that on my lower lash line. I kind of pop between Booked and Boo Bear just to make it nice and warm and chocolatey. And then to blow out my lower lash line, I'm taking the shades Just Barely and Good Vibes on a small little fluffy brush and really going through and blending that two shades down. And then now I'm going to start highlighting my brow bone. I'm going to take this shade Chic Happens. It's the matte shade first, so I wanted to go through and kind of clean everything up with that matte shade, blend it out, and then I'm going to take my basic highlighter and also highlight my inner corner and my brow bone again. But on my brow bone, I'm just doing the highest point of my brow bone. Now that I have that winged eyeliner on, I wanted to go in and deepen that outer corner. So I'm going with the shades Booked and Cinnamon Roll and mixing them on a pencil brush and really going through and defining that outer corner and connecting it to the tip of that wing, as well as placing a little bit of that two shades on my lower lash line, just on the outer corner though. So I am prepping my lashes for falsies. I'm going through curling my lashes and applying the L'Oreal Paris Lash Paradise mascara. I did a couple coats on each eye, so that way I had a nice thick black line underneath my lash line to make sure that everything would be nice and blended from the falsie to my natural lashes. And I decided to take the Demi Wispies from Ardell today and apply those with my, I believe it's the House of Lashes lash glue. And then I'm going to go through and rim my lower waterline with some nude eyeliner. I believe this is from Essence. I use it probably in every of my videos. I love how it just opens up the eye and makes sure everything looks nice and bright with this smoky eye. And then taking my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara for my lower lashes. This really coats every single lower lash that way. So here I was looking, decided I wanted to go do my hair. I really should have put my lip on first. This lighting is terrible. It took me like 30 minutes to do my hair and the lighting became worse. So I am taking MAC's Cork lip liner and lining and defining my lips, and then blending it in with MAC's Oak lip liner, so that way it's a nice and nude gradient. I'm taking also the Anastasia nude lipstick and applying that in the center of my lips, as well as a little bit of gloss, well, it's a lip oil from Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, and pop that in the center and blended everything together.
Okay there, guys, that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in today to this Thanksgiving glam kind of makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you haven't yet, subscribe. That way you're up to date with all of my content that I put out. I am going to be putting out more holiday looks. I am doing a bunch of pre-filming, so I don't know what's going to come first. But I hope you guys have a great day and happy holidays to you guys. Thank you. Bye.